So, welcome to itjusthotelservice.com, the YouTube channel for the webpage itjusthotelservice.com, where we talk about everything in regards to hotels, restaurants, service, cruise ships, whatever has to do with hospitality. Again, I'm not in uniform or in a suit, so that means not too much is going on, but okay, I think we're getting there. And normally we should show how is it working right, how we do service, how we excel in service. Right now, not much is working. It depends where you are. Some other countries, not the European Union, are much further. China, everything is open. If you go to Beijing, Shanghai, Chongqing, Sichuan, it's open. Restaurants, business, events, sports, bars, nightclubs, business is running normal. In Taiwan, the same. They never had a real lockdown, so hospitality is also running. Dubai is open. A lot of people going there for holidays, and some restrictions, but restaurants are open and hotels are open. Russia, the same. Everything is open, restaurants, hotels. They only had a lockdown last year in May and June for a short time. And since then, it's business back to normal. Uh, it's not that they don't have any cases, but here the governments decided that the measures are doing much more damage than the virus ever can do. And that's why they open up. It shows in Europe the catastrophe for hospitality and restaurant business, event business, for whole tourism sectors. It's financially catastrophe. It's a lot of individual catastrophes from people who don't know how to get through the day anymore. Now, Mallorca has opened for German tourists, and a lot of them are going. And it's a little bit of a nutty thing. Not that I envy the guys who can go to Mallorca, and I wish them all the best. I'm happy for them that they can do holidays. I'm happy for the hoteliers and restaurants that they can meet business there again. But it's a little bit nuts if you think about that. In Germany, you cannot meet your friends in a pub and go for a drink, but you can meet together in Mallorca and go to the pub and the restaurant there. What sense that makes, I don't know. Traveling during Corona times is not very easy, believe me. I've traveled a lot through 9 countries in the last 1.5 years. I just came back 3 days ago. And you go through empty airports, you need a lot of extra paperwork, and it's a lot of nonsense. Incompetence meets stupidity there. Uh, of course, everybody wants you to have a corona test. I'm on number 14 right now, and I know a lot of travelers who have more. But they want a lot of additional papers. And what you have to produce from marriage certificate, passports of your wife, of your children, of everything, it's unimaginable. And you can never guess what they want because most of the time they change daily their requirements. When you go in the airport, when you finally check in, if you manage, you meet empty halls, empty duty free shops, empty everything. And if you go through a big airport like Frankfurt, it's a scary sight. The loudspeakers remind you every 5 minutes that you have to wear a mask, which makes a lot of sense for everybody who has checked in already with a negative PCR test. Otherwise, you cannot check in. But everybody has to wear a mask also there. That is strange to see for smokers that a lot of non smokers suddenly settle in the smoking lounge because that is the only place where you can take off this mask. So, actually, the smoking lounges are quite full and not so full of smoke, but full of people. It also reminds you to always keep a distance of 2 meters to everybody, which is extremely funny because if you go through an empty, huge airport like Frankfurt, you're lucky if you see a shadow 200 meters ahead. If you come close to someone, like 2 meters, then it's the immigration officer where you show your passport, and he's behind a mask, behind glass, behind plexiglass. He's protected from all sides, and you have to keep your distance. So to approach someone by 2 meters, that must be definitely on purpose and sounds dangerous already. What is happening in the cruise industry? Also, not too much. Some local cruises in England around the English islands, mostly without ports, without shore excursions. AIDA is doing some cruises, but also very, very limited. In America, still they are discussing, but they cannot fulfill all these test requirements for the cruise ships to go through. So it will take a while. Royal Caribbean took a shortcut and is sailing from Bermudas, so it's avoiding American waters. in order to start cruising, but also short Caribbean cruises and also no shore excursions. But it is a start. So what is coming up, we will have to see. In Europe, a new lockdown is being discussed, which is, of course, bad news for hospitality and tourism. And in all these countries where everything is open, like China, Russia, Taiwan, they have cases, but as I said, they open up. They cannot afford to run the economy so much down. Exports from China are up 60% now, so the Chinese economy is booming on it. Uh, Countries like Russia, for example, are also doing much more business with Asia because, okay, it's because of Corona, it's because of sanctions. They do not allow tourists to come in or normal businessmen. So also here, hospitality is losing, of course, this part of the business. It's Russian business only and a few exceptions for foreigners. So how it goes in tourism, we will have to see. We will have to recover, but 2021 will be still a quite hard year. Let's hope the best. Let's hope we get back to normal, but patience is asked for. And then we will be back in service and we will show you service, we will show you good service, and we will enjoy again. Stay healthy, have fun, and if you want to know more, go on our webpage. It's just hotelservice.com.